Hey guys, happy Friday. Who got their coffee? Or am I the only one drinking coffee on the late night? It's not even late night. What's up? I'm trying to see who I got up in here with me on this Friday. Shout out to class of 2023. Yes. I was just looking at my memories of graduation in graduate school, and it really brought up some memories of getting through college. I am just a few lights away from Fresno State, and I am a Bulldog alum, and so I'm really excited about today. Hey, hey guys, hey Instagram, hey Audra, how you doing, love? How are you doing, sweet pea? Yes, fasting off that social media like me, I know. Yes. So it's Friday. It's happy hour. We create our space. I am in here and I'm really talking about, hey, how you doing? You made it through another week. Audra, I hope all is well with you and your family on Facebook, on YouTube. My sister told me some YouTubes were coming up and I had no idea. I'm like pushing buttons and everything is working out. So I hope you guys are doing well. If you come back on a replay, hello, say hi back, tell me where you from, and let me know what are you up to this weekend. I know a lot of you guys have some amazing graduations, like I do. Shout out to the class of 2023, whether it's preschool, whether it's junior high, whether it's high school. I am so grateful for all your little people getting through school, whatever milestone that is. And again, all of you Fresno State alums that are graduating, congratulations to all of you guys. All of you guys. I know that many of you guys that are graduating this year, you were literally in college on your journey since the pandemic. So that really speaks volumes and your keeping power just to keep going through and just persevere through some of the heaviest times. And so I just want to salute you guys today. You guys are my heroes and sheroes. I am encouraged by your strength and your ability to get up, to get through some of these challenging times. But today is your day. Hopefully, it's your month, your summer. I hope you are able to take a break for the summer before you dive into your various careers. I'm excited always to see a lot of psychologists and social workers and therapists coming out, graduating, getting through countless research and theses and projects for you graduate students. I'm excited. I'm excited. And so for our community, we are here to bridge the gap between our work and the community. So together we thrive. So I just want you to know that there's countless people graduating, have studied, they know how to serve you. They are committed to what they're doing to help you as it relates to mental health services, as it relates to being a social worker, to help you navigate resources to help you be better. I'm telling you, people get into this profession because they're called to it. They're not here to play games. They really are rewarded when they help people on their journeys from coming from the island of pain to the island of purpose. And so, if you don't believe me, you can ask anybody on the journey they felt like giving up, on the journey they didn't want to keep going when it was raining or too hot, or their car started tripping, or their own life circumstances have become heavy, but yet they persevere. Why? Because the bigger call on their life and wanting to be out in the community like myself and countless other people is really higher than what's before them on that particular journey. So I hope you can relate to that and be encouraged by that. And wherever God has you on your journey, you just stick it out. You have the support that you have to do what you need to do. Because when everybody is walking in their purpose and their alignment, together we go forward. So I wanted to just come on here with that, and also just to remind you guys the power of teamwork, the power of group economics. And what I'm telling you right now, some of you guys know that I've been sharing resources in the community. I was reminded last night that there are other workshops coming up for you guys that want to really pursue home ownership, whether it's your first time home, whether it's investment property, whether it's your kids, supporting your young adult kids buying a home or a condo or a complex. The reason why I'm really emphasizing group economics is because you guys do not need to limit your ability and being able to move forward based on what's in front of you. For example, if you believe that your credit is really poor right now, or your finances or your job is unstable, don't be discouraged. Just take it for what it is and kind of make some changes and some plans on how you can improve in that area. Right now, if your friend or your spouse or your niece or your nephew or your sister or somebody you trust, if their credit is better than yours and they have solid income, but then you have the credit, or vice versa, that is what we call group economics. That is how you leverage what everybody have to bring to the table, and you still move forward to get that thing done. So don't be discouraged about what you alone can't do right now. Leverage leverage right now. I've able to, even just with me over here doing a test, I have to do a state test, and I'm studying little by little based on what I can do to, take my skill set to the next level. And I'm telling you, when I am doing this work and I am connecting with amazing people online, it is not the noisiness, it is not the messy drama people that a lot of you guys say, I don't like social media, it's too much drama. It's all about where you position yourself. I've been able to meet countless amazing people, some of which the Lord would allow me to meet for the first time in real life for Labor Day weekend coming up. And so it is all about proximity, where you are positioning yourself. So if you need that resource, make sure that you tap into it. It is Power in Group Economics. For some of you guys that are families out there, everybody is kind of moving back home because the money is funny and the change is strange. You have your adult people moving in. It is time for you to use, again, the group economics model. Sitting down. How does the family structure what we got going on at the house? Who's going to buy groceries? Who's going to buy the toiletries? Who's going to pay this? Who's going to pay that? Put all of your finances in the table and make sure everybody is on that same page as you guys are leveraging your different skill sets at the home. This is a time for you to truly leverage group economics. When I was talking to the individual that's over the home buyer workshop last night, hey Wilson, Kelsey Wilson, hey. When I was talking to someone last night about the home buyer workshops and the different funding going forth to help people with credit, a lot of you guys are not showing up because you're discouraged. When you know that maybe your 19, 20, 25, 27-year old, they have the credit and you have the income, you put things together and you go and you buy that thing. I have people I met online that's in all different other states. They have a skill set that I don't have, that you don't have. Get in here. If you're going to be online, I think you should be really, really in a point where everybody and their mom and dad is online. You can meet some amazing people. And so don't make it about what you don't know how to do. Don't make it about what you don't know how to do. Make it about what am I supposed to be doing and the resource that I need. Are you online? Where are those people hanging out? Because people that take care of business, they don't really spend a whole lot of time wasting time. You can be with people that do a whole lot of shenanigans, and then you're gonna find yourself dragging your feet. I'm gonna bring. Where's my folder? I'm gonna bring you an example of Chrissy out of Alabama. And I bring her up often because not only are we friends now, but we're mothers, prayer warriors. We get offline. Down through the years, we met right here on Facebook. And she has a master's in business, college educated woman. Way before the pandemic hit, she was homeschooling her babies. Made a decision to position herself to work from home, starting her business using the gifts that God has given her. Because by the time she factored out the child care expenses for her kids and her spouse, she's married, but factoring in if both of them work outside the home, what that would mean for child care, it just didn't make financial sense. So what did she do? She activated the authority God has given her to use her gift. And she's been teaching her babies from home since the pandemic, prior to the pandemic. So when individuals start getting freaked out about having to teach their kids at home, she was able to guide some of those families because she's been homeschooling for years. And she has some amazing kids. I can't wait to meet them in real life. And so that, you guys, is the power of leveraging what you know how to do, your skills and ability. You have to be courageous in making the right decision for yourself. Do you think it's going to be easy? But ask yourself, if you stay stuck in limitation, is that easy? Is that really easy? And some of you guys are super frustrated because you know that there's more inside of you. But the thing is, you're trying to do everything, all aspects of it. For my control freaks out there, hey, Kapoor, for my control freaks out there, how is that really working for you? God is going to send you a resource to undergird the thing that you're doing. And that's what Chrissy represented to me. So if it wasn't for her to come off of her comfort zone to start her business from home, I wouldn't be able to have hired her to do some amazing projects and web pages for me down through the years. So you see how important and amazing and gifted and incredible that you are? It's not just about you operating in limitations for you. Your gift is needed over here. My gift is needed over there. And together we lock arms, and that's what we call group economics. We're leveraging each other's skill set. And the difference between you and the next person is you are really talking a good game about it. You done crossed your feet about it. You done ran around in circles about it. And some of you guys need to start moving around with high impactful people that's on fire with the call and the gift on their life. And depending on your lived experience and your journey, some people is on fire like babies and pacifiers, okay? And some people are just warming up. It does not mean that we judge people for where they are on their journey, but you have to be wise about where is your proximity right now and your sense of urgency of being laser focused on what God is telling you to do versus the individual that's just getting warmed up. So if you're like hanging out with a whole bunch of warmed up people and you're a fire person, you got to be able to harmonize. I use the word harmonize more than balance because when you think about harmony, it's an internal space. When people talk about work-life balance, it's externally, am I not busy or busy physically? But when we're talking about moving into harmonizing, what am I feeling in sequential balance on the inside of me spiritually is what we should be vibrating at, right? Because harmonizing may still be in alignment if you guys are out there working 10 hours. But the time that you're with your family is valuable time because the research shows it's not about the time, it's the quality of time that you spend with your loved ones. So some of you moms are hard on yourself because you're working 4 10s and the person that's staying at home full time. Well, if you're spending good quality, real live time with your little ones versus the person that's home all day, for example, that have devices stuck in the kid's face and they're like mismanaging real live time, then you are really, really impactful with your baby on your weekends off. So don't really beat yourself up because you can't be home full time yet if that's your desire. Just honor the fact that your real life time with your little ones, you're all in. You're all in, meaning you're fully present to the little people because little people need our full presence. They don't need to be an aftermath when you get off that 100 phone call. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys on today, for some of you guys that are graduating out of college, out of high school, you're going on your various journeys. It's super exciting. When I'm going through my community to get home and I'm passing by the different schools, I'm seeing people take their, high school or middle school and elementary and kindergarten pictures. It's exciting. It's exciting. I get excited for you guys because it reminds me that despite of the pandemic, you kept going. And some of you mothers and dads out there, you've been navigating, getting your kids through all the wild moments in high school and getting through all the violence that's going on and covering your babies. Be proud that you didn't give up, and be thankful that God covered, and be grateful that God covered your babies, right? And don't take things for granted. So just imagine if you continue to go forth in what God is telling you to do, there's more things possible for you. So when the spirit of discouragement come up and you feel like, I don't think I can do it, just remember this day. You didn't think you would get here. Some of you guys are saying, I didn't think that I can do online classes because I don't really know how to use the computers, but you got through it. You were able to get through it. And so I'm super proud of you. If no one told you lately, as Lizzo say, if nobody told you today you're special, you are special. You're super special. And so I'm super excited. But Chrissy, I wanted to give her a shout out. She made some customized self-care journals. She's made, if you go to selfcareplayground.com, selfcareplayground.com, she helped me to get that design. And so that's just another example of how you connect with amazing people that absolutely love the Lord and take the gift that God has given her to make it available for people like you and I. And so I want you to be encouraged. I want you to understand we're in the season of mass collaboration. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to be it all. You don't have to be a perfectionist. You don't have to be an overthinker. You don't have to start and stop things. Just be focused on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And that's all you need to be focused on. That's it. All the extra stuff, throw that out the door. Throw it out the door. You don't have anything to prove to anyone. You're on assignment. Even if you don't fully understand the full assignment, the Lord will reveal it to you on a journey. So you just release it. Release control. Release, I got to go get this other degree because in order to get that, I need to do this. Do you know that the different things and the doors and the opportunities He opened up for you, those are cherry on top? Because that degree is not going to make you understand your value if you walk in thinking the paper is going to make your self-confidence go up. You got to know when that door opens that He opened up an opportunity to take the skill set that He already implanted in you, right? There's some policy makers out there in the making. Your little one that's in junior high that talks a good game about his or her room, right? They have communication skills. Those are all transferable skills. And our job is to develop and cultivate that in the context of grooming our next generation. And the one thing I'm going to tell you for some of you guys is doing a lot of heavy lifting at home. Group economics start at home. Group economics start at home. Everybody have their role in that home, whether they in diapers still, okay? The little guy that can put the cat litter or whatever, position them as the little leaders that they are. Some of you parents is doing it all. And I don't know if that's a you thing or a you thing, but you're in control. You want things done your way, by your timetable, and you stressing and worried and dragging yourself out. Sit your little controlling self down, especially if you married. My married couples, you married a man or did you marry a boy? If you over there mismanaging the next person's son, thinking things got to be pushed on your agenda, and yet you triple dare somebody to push up on your son like that, then what mixed message are you rocking with? You married to somebody's son and want to control him, but yet you raising a son and triple dare somebody to try to date yours and control yours. That's a double message. Oxymoron, one canceling out the next. So would you date yourself with the spirit of control you have on folks? That is why you're not operating in group economics, because you're an individual person. You running your own program. And then you want him, you're supposed to be a helpmate to him, but you bullying and controlling them. All these women and girls trips you taking, and that man at the house 24/7 by himself. And then you get a whole attitude because he's seeking what he's seeking on the outside. I'm not making no excuses, but I'm calling it what it is. What are you running from? What are you running from? And nobody talking, dropping subs, texting more than actually sitting down talking. We can't operate in group economics, and you guys miss out on these opportunity to get these homes that's going to be built, 55 homes, whether it's your first or your secondary or your investment property. We can't even get to that conversation if we out here working backwards against each other at home. We can't mentor our kids in marriage if all they see is this matching outfits and TikTok, acting like things is cool, and you really not happy at home. And y'all know, for some of y'all that's married, it's not going to always be a cakewalk. But you sending a different message to them babies. We going to match up and take pictures for Father's Day and Mother's Day and act like things is fine and take pictures with flowers and cakes. And yet in the home, you're not operating like you need to. You're not respecting that man like he needs to be respected, or that woman, vice versa. And you wondering why your kids is getting these mixed messages about love and connection. It's not making sense to them. So they go outside the home and they trying to navigate what connection and love and all of this stuff look like. They winging it because the model that's supposed to be before them at the crib is confusing. Why? Because nobody's talking. We have a lot of presumptuous things going on, but nobody really bona fide talking. And then if they go ahead and ask you, what do you say? Stay in the child's place. Well, what does standing in the child's place mean in this day and age? I want to know. Is the jury still out on that? What does stand in the child's place mean in this day and age? Because y'all know each generation try to change the game. And some of us OGs, we going to just ride it with our feet crossed. We ain't changing the definition of nothing. Y'all can go to the lab and try to make this and make that and take shots and put a baby in the next part. Y'all can do all of that. But an original OG person, we stand rooted. We not getting tossed to and fro. So when you say stay in a child's place, what does that really mean? Because some of you guys is exposing kids to adult conversations. You got some kids that know more about the bills that's going on at home when they should be outside on their big wheel. You got more kids that know about why y'all falling out as a couple and all the intricate details about it, because you're not guarding that mouth when little daddy come home from school. Instead of you saying, girl, let me call you back. These kids done got in, and I want we should be greeting these babies and so grateful that they home safe, and not coming through the door. You still on the phone talking to what's her name about Willie and them. Okay, so we got to be able to greet them. I'm so excited that you made it home. I love you. Whatever. We got to go heavy and loving on them. And when I say babies, I mean in all your babies, whether they 30, 20, whether they live in the home or not. But when I was coming up, standing in the child's place, the adults had the adult conversations, kids had to go outside. Wasn't no, I'm on the Atari in one room and lightweight ear hustling in the other room. And then there was a lens of discipline. So the adult said, I know how to cut the conversation off to protect the little people. This day and age, you want to get stuff off your chest. You get it off whether anybody crawling through there, walking through there. Why? Because your urgency to get your feelings all out in the atmosphere have no regard to the implications of what that'll mean to the little person. So in other words, your agenda is more important than safekeeping the family. And that's selfish. You cannot roll up on Friday happy hour with mad behaviors in the house. The world's going to sell you happy hour today. Come over here and get a discount on this, that, and the third. But when we out here talking about stand in the child's place, and you telling them to stand in the child's place, but you out here modeling to little kids some nastiness, that's not happy hour. And why do you create your life to just have an hour of happiness? Just for the hour, and get back to the trenches of life that's wearing you out. You done sat around with a bunch of chickens long enough. They master in everybody else's problems. And I was talking to someone this week, and I said, you know, this conversation been coming up quite a while. Did you know you have a right to change your mind? You know, we in a season of group economics. There's so much collaboration and networking and kingdom building going on behind some of y'all, on the side of you, in front of you, and you sitting there sucking your thumb watching CNN tell you what Trump is doing. Trump is a clown. We don't need to binge watch that mess, and you missing out on life. Some of y'all adults on TikTok 10, 20-hour days doing absolutely nothing but running your mouth. When are you going to activate some of the stuff you know to do? Because we got to raise the bar so that our kids can have a fighting chance to lead out. It's so many adults acting like kids. You almost want to tell them, stay in the child's place, because that's where your arrested development is at. You stuck in a 7 to 8-year-old mindset. And then as I'm experiencing my grandson, who's one, my first and favorite grandson, praise God. When I'm experiencing him, when he was learning how to walk, he's 1 year old. I learned a lot about him, and I'm actually writing each of my grandkids a memoir, a book, literally just observations and spiritual downloads. And one of the things I see is persistence. As he was falling, he getting back up. And at some point, he figured out, I can do this on my own. Mama helped me up. Papa helped me up. Daddy helped me up. Nana helped me up. I got the gist of this thing. So now I can do it on my own. And now I'm running. Hey, Evangelist, how you doing, sis? Sis said, repent. Amen. And so watching his 1-year-old grandson get himself back up after he has fallen several times. What powerful message can you learn from a babe? Because some of you adults that's second guessing and triple guessing yourself and overthinking things and undervaluing yourself because this didn't work, the relationship didn't work, the job didn't work. I thought I was supposed to be further than this. My kids acting the fool. I just want to dodge on a one-way ticket to no man's land. Get back up. What can you learn from that 1-year-old? You have the necessary tools you need. God has given us a lot of provision and insight. And you know it. But what would happen if you begin to activate some of those things that he has put down in you and allow some amazing people to come across your path? You've gone to countless conferences and fellowships and all kinds of amazing retreats, and you've done it all. You spent and invested into your wellness. But nothing's coming off the paper into your life until you activate it. You've read the scriptures. Praise God. But you can get back up. You can get back up. If that means getting back up, take your shoes off. If you're a barefoot Contessa like I am, country girl, take them shoes off, but get back up. For all of you guys graduating today, you felt like giving up and you kept going, you got back up. Because God is giving you keeping power. And he said, daughter, son, I paved the way for you. I'm going to make, and I have made that crooked way straight according to the divine purpose on your life. When it's in alignment with him about why he woke you up this morning, it's going to always work out. If you feel like you overcommitting to too much right now, it's time for you to release some things, because the spirit of distraction is amongst us and it's trying to get you off the road and the path that God has opened up for you. That is why you're anxious. That's why you can't sleep. That's why you're having digestive problems. And that's the trick of the enemy, to keep you running. That's why you can't embrace group economics in the home, because you're not operating as a family unit. And you can spend the weekend having that conversation. What is our goal, family? For some of you guys, it's going to be having an amazing summer. Praise God. There's amazing trips going on. You guys have some vacations and pretty much a lot of fun things happening. The group economics part of it says, that's the key word, economics. The key word is group. But make sure that you're not spending into the marketplace without something coming back in the other way. Because what's going to happen is, if you max out your credit cards all summer, what's going to mean when you come back from vacation? All the overtime, all the making up, because y'all finna get back ready for Christmas and all the Black Friday specials. And that cycle has to be broken. There's some trips you may have to put off because you want to get things in alignment. You want to grow your revenues. You don't want to spend them all. There's some things you just have to tell your family, we're not making that trip this year because we're having a better relationship with our finances. So it's either we're going to trip A or trip B, but this year we're not doing A, B, and C. Our goal is to grow your skill set, Mr. 11-year-old that's going to detail some cars. Little mom over here baking cupcakes, that's your ministry for the summer. We're not waiting on work permits. Our gifts is too big to be waiting on them to be 16 to 18 years old with a work permit. Maybe 18, you should have a whole bona fide profitable get down by then. That's group economics. For my babies that love animals, you can get your neighbors to walk their dogs. They pay you about $25, $35. Why? Because they sowing seed. They see you as a young person and your parents have all the safety precautions in place. That's called group economics. They want the upgrade on the phone and you over here working overtime, undertime to give it to them. And then you on the back end talking about them behind their back because you done created these spoiled brats. I'm guilty. We spoil our kids. But you better be operating in group economics. You having these over-the-top birthday parties with the clowns, the bounce houses, the donkeys, the monkeys, and everything else. Maxing out Capital One, hiding out from the 800 numbers. Ducking and dodging, teaching them how to lie for the creditors. And they sitting up all summer long under your AC. While you go work overtime, undertime, in between time, plus Uber, plus braiding hair. And you have not tapped into your group economics. Y'all got to require more out of these little people, more out of yourself, and quit working yourself to death. All hands on deck at this point. Everybody got an assignment in that house. And if they choose to take their earnings, whether they doing so-and-so's grass or detailing so-and-so's car or You know, they mopping and waxing floors because you don't went and rented the machine and showed them how to do it. Baby, you can go on YouTube and learn just about anything. They can go on TikTok and learn just about anything. We're talking about group economics today. When the boys started Honest Hustle, they came up with the name because they have a buy-in. Pretty Girls Pray to Grandkids. Praise God, they finna get out of school in about 4 days. They coming to California for the summer. You think I'm going to wait and suck my thumb till they get here and figure out what they going to do? No, we already talking about it on the phone. What does she do? She make the little bracelets, peace bracelets. And for you guys that like try to figure everything out for the kids, step back and let their creative juices go forward. Our job is to guide them and let their creative gift that God has given them go forward. You want to control the whole thing. Sit back. Let them have the big chair in the house. Kids are resourceful. There's a lady in the area, every time I have a vendor event or go to someplace, they have a lemonade business in Fresno, California. The lemonade is bomb.com. Matter of fact, this summer, if she have openings, I already told her, you come into some of the birthday celebrations my kids is having this summer, June, July, and August babies. And I'm going to patronize her business every time I'm out there. And even if the lemonade wasn't to my liking, I'm going to sow seed because that's a young person getting out in the hot summer heat, doing his or her thing. That's group economics. My granddaughter, she wanted to learn how to crochet. I ain't crocheted months of Sunday. Got on YouTube. We in Walmart. Grandma, I said, I'm not just going to buy that. She has to articulate to me, what is it worth for her? Because y'all know kids, they have shiny object syndrome, just like some adults. You want everything because it's shiny or it's pretty. And I said, if we buy this, we make an investment. But we don't go buy and invest in that thing if you got all kind of other stuff just laid around. Because what are you teaching them about value? And inside of Walmart, she articulated to me how she learned how to crochet just by looking and studying the hand movements. And I know I can do this, Grandma. And used my phone and went on to YouTube and found it. Before, I didn't believe in kids having a cell phone because of various reasons. But since all the violence in the schools, and I remember Sandy Hook's, them babies in the closets, that hits my heart because oh God, hallelujah. Lord, cover our schools and our babies. They've been through so much. But my thoughts about kids having phones have changed a lot since Sandy Hook, the massive school shooting. And so what I'm saying to you is when these babies get out in summer break, and you so busy doing everything and not putting them in a position, all of you guys in the Fresno community in Los Angeles and Sacramento who has supported my son, countless other people, kids, in Honest Hustle for years, I thank God for y'all. Some of y'all don't know. And when I see you guys, I always remember. Some people I can't remember because we have them go rake leaves at Christmas break. We have them do all the things. I'm not finna sell no convenience cookies to mine. My kid was the last one out the bunch to get a cell phone because I just didn't believe in just giving you something. Now, there's some things you just give them. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I didn't spoil mine because I'd be a bold-faced lie. I'm not telling you I'm the perfect parent. But I am telling you, some things you grow and you learn and you can change your mind about how you show up. Some of y'all scared to tell them kids no. You don't want to hurt their feelings because your unresolved trauma and trying to people please and please your kids is coming up because you felt like, oh, well, my parents wasn't 2 nickels to me, so I'm going to give my kids everything because I know how it was like when my parents was crappy to me. Girl, heal so you can parent these kids like they need to be parented and own up to your crazy. We all got some crazy inside of us. We ain't got the lie to kick it. But do you know the power in group economics, meaning your kid have made some bracelets? My other friend, her grandkids baked with her. We already texting. We got each other calendars. Okay, she doing a bake sale. I might be cutting back on sweets, but somebody I know likes sweets. I'm gonna, instead of going to Macy's and gift cards for Target, I'm going to her grandbabies and sowing seed over there and taking a bundle of cupcakes to the individual that loves cupcakes for her birthday party. That's what I did for Mother's Day. I do it for all the holidays. The difference between me and some of y'all is you hiding your gift. You got little Johnny on that 2000, I don't know if this 2000K or whatever y'all call it, and tapped out mentally, and you wondering why you can't sleep and anxiety. They not scratching the surface. Or you a neat freak perfectionist, and oh, they don't do it to your liking, and they do it too slow, so you make them go sit down so you can do it and just get it out the way, working yourself to death. You should be in a season of delegation. Some things on your plate, you should be able to lend it on and send it on to the next generation and guide them and praise them for their growth and how they're doing it. And they're going to teach you something every time on the way. So you already know when my babies come, be looking for me because I'm going to be online. They're going to be online as well. Sharing scriptures, Pretty Girls Pray is coming. Doing little fun things. They're going to be watering the neighbors' plants. Why? Because I'm already letting the neighbors know. They out here to serve. And so the little backpacks and different things, we want to get their backpack lines up, or we want to put scriptures down in them. So when your babies go to school, they have the word with them in their backpacks. That's the kind of stuff we're doing. Because God gave you a mind, a sound mind. Your mind should be sound. What kind of sound you working with, that's up to you. But a sound, clear mind in him, there breeds all kind of ideas he downloading you. And quit saying your family don't get along and all that. You honor the family that's healthy. I have a healthy family. I'm manifesting all kinds of things. My family is abundant. My family is resourceful. My family is healed and set free. My sister, praise God for her, is in Los Angeles and been doing research for me since yesterday and making some calls for me today. That's group economics. That's something she loves to do. She's a resource queen. That's her gift. And we talked. We honored boundaries. And we've been on the phone since yesterday and including today some things that she's taking care of for me. And if there's something she's doing, I'm going to support her. It's mutual. And as we grown to infuse healthy boundaries, that is what it's looking like these days. But if you go, oh, well, nobody in my family, you don't have a forgiving heart, you just think your family is a bunch of alcoholics, is wasting, and you modeling that on the phone and in the kitchen, in the living room, and that's all your kids hear, you done just wrote off your whole family line, and your kids is like, dang, this is what we up. This is our family line like this. Because we suck at honoring one another in our gifts. I have a cousin down in LA, marriage family therapist. Me and her got on the phone and we got to talking. I said, hey, I'm noticing you doing X, Y, and Z. Come to find out she a marriage family therapist. So when clients come over, hey, Jessica. And so you got to be able to model to the kids what runs in the family. Don't keep showing them the negative side of your family disposition, and that's only the part that you're showing them. I'm not saying act like it don't exist, but I'm saying pay attention to the part that works, and that's the part you funk and jive with and have a good time with this summer. And then you end up finding out, wait, I didn't know my nephew can do that. And some of y'all that's out there hiding from your family, not telling them what you're doing, and then you sit up and talk about, well, don't nobody support you. That's because you hiding out. They don't even know what you're doing. Because you assuming because one person don't support, half of the time we don't even know unless you put it online and we all up in your midst looking. And y'all know how these algorithms work. You can post something and you're not going to see it all because billions of people logging on every month. And even when you tag up to 30 people, it's a hit and miss because you're not the only one posting. There's billions, according to the report, logging on every month. And if you're not tagging that specific person, they're not going to see what you post. And the first thing that you do in your error in your thinking is render your thoughts to they don't support me. They not liking my stuff. Baby, they might not even seen it. Now, you know your people, you know people. But even if they don't support you, do you believe in what you're doing to the point that even if they don't support you, are you going to stop doing what you're doing? You can pay attention to the other billion people that's logging on. How about that? And you only need about, 5 or 10 people. And instead of being married to the ones that don't support, you miss out on the ones that got their credit card out ready to invest. What window are you looking out of? The window of hope and abundance, or the window of fear and lack? We took a trip to a local college with some individuals this week. First time walking on campus, just to be walking. No type of conversations about going to college or anything, but just the mindset of people in college. Seeing them studying and seeing them committed, seeing them also taking breaks outside on the grass. It did the mind good for quite a few people this week that we took some journeys this week. It's power in putting yourself in position. It's contagious. Your vocabulary and how you think and how you move and how you breathe and how you converse with folks is contagious. And so if you have not tapped into the power of group economics, more than likely you're out there working yourself to death. For some of you guys that don't like cleaning, and you know there's some amazing cleaners, but you feel like you can't afford it, have you entertained having a conversation with them, people that you know? You deep clean my house, and the skill set I have is this. Let's barter. Let's cross promote. You love doing that, and I don't. Group economics. You detail cars, and my car is a hot mess. I know a lot of other people, their car a hot mess. They needed to be detailed. You detail my cars, and I'm good at doing hair. Let's barter and cross promote. That's group economics. You want to buy investment property? We never did it before. Your credit is good. My money is funny, but my finance is good over here. Your credit is good over there, but I got the money. You got the credit score. Group economics. And so just start thinking outside the box. Take the limitations off. If you guys are in the Fresno area, make sure you come pull up on me on May 26th. We having our monthly 5th annual Honoring the Mother's Journey celebration on May 26th at 5:30 p.m. It is an absolute 1 week from today. Get yourself in the room. Also, more importantly, and at the right time, tomorrow I have been given permission to bring a few people with me to the business credit workshop that's been offered at the Business Legacy Hub. They are already sold out. I'm not saying sold out. It's absolutely free. Sabrina has gone to various meetings and conversations and has been afforded to offer these workshops for free. And so they're packed out, but they're making some provision. We're going to take at least 4 or 5 people with me, male or female. If you want to go with me tomorrow to learn how to build your business credit, to leverage OPM, other people's money, then DM me the first 5 people. I'm going to tell you, pull up on me tomorrow with your pen in hand, because she is an expert when it comes to group economics as by way of business credit. Business credit. You should be breaking up with your personal credit anyway. I have learned so much about this on this journey. And business credit is a way that you should be leaned into. Y'all got to understand a lot of things, including Chat GPT, has been exposed to the average person like you and I that's been around all these years. And the level playing field has not always been fair. Now that we have access to it, now what's your excuse? Now, what's your excuse? You can use Chat GPT to get through so many things and get it out quickly that people been using on you as a consumer for eons of years. And don't sit up here and say, well, I don't know how to use it, when you can Google something and get on YouTube and self-teach yourself just about anything. The person that do some of my marketing never went to school for marketing. She's self-taught and does an amazing job on my work. Why? Because she was hungry for it. She understands the power of group economics. She never not did it. She looked at the market, the industry. First of all, she know that's something she loves to do. And she taught herself. Do you think she was playing on her phone and doing it when she felt like it? And I think I'll do it today. Well, that don't work. I'll do something tomorrow. Well, oh, never mind. Nobody support me. No, she's mastered her craft and she's continuing to grow. And all of her clients not even in Fresno. And nothing you can't learn in this day and age right now. Absolutely nothing. But if you want to sit up and be lazy and make excuses and go around in circles, and all you finna do all summer is spend your money on these elaborate trips and then turn around calling folks, asking for money to pay your rent and your stuff, that's poverty. That's poverty in spirit and mind. And it's up to you to want different. I'm telling you, as a community-based social worker, I don't represent no entities anymore, praise God. So I get to talk to you in a way that you need to hear it and make the necessary adjustments you need to move your family forward. But you can't guide the family if you're not being guided and directed in the right way. And so if you want to be in that space tomorrow, you have to rearrange your schedule. Do what you got to do. It's only you that's going to see the value. And somebody offering $1,000 worth of workshops for free based on some funding that she went to bat for the community to learn how to leverage your business credit. You over here, I don't have the money for this. Business credit will open that up for you. You got to be able to get the information to do what you need to do. I was approved to bring 4 to 5 people. I'm not going to bring people that's walking in there late, talking loud, on your phone, not paying attention, not asking questions. You're not going to be invited because I'm going to tell you to get up out of here. If you hungry for it, whether you 17.5, 18, or you 77 years old, if you want the information, it's available. DM me and I will give you the location, and you pull up in the morning and get the information on how you're going to leverage OPM, other people's money, to get the business credit going for yourself. And some of you guys, wherever you live, well, I don't have that kind of support where I live. I'm 2 hours away. Well, if you're starting to see online where you're being fed at, it's time for you to start jumping in your car to get to that local area, including this upcoming in-person home buyer workshop. And they didn't say it's just for the first-time home buyer. Oh, I talked to a girl. I said, well, can you share this with people? Oh, I already own homes. I said, well, that's great. Do you know anybody that don't? Well, no, me and my husband own our home. That's great. But are you willing to sow seed to show somebody else that probably don't know? I don't like selfish people. I'm allergic to them. Yes. Huh? Hi. You can have a seat. She'll be right with you. Okay. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And like I said, DM me, and then tomorrow, again, the first 5 people that respond that you want to be in that space tomorrow morning, get the information to position yourself to do some amazing things for yourself. And do not be afraid to do it alone. Don't wait for the next person to say, oh, girl, you going to get dressed? Do you feel like going? Get out your feelings and into your finances. Get out your feelings and into your faith. And there lies opportunity. Again, congratulations Congratulations, class of 2023. I'm super excited for the next level leaders. I cannot wait to see what God is going to do through you. And we thank God that you kept your keeping power to get through studies, whether it's preschool, whether it's a junior high or high school, because we know our babies have been through a lot with all the school shenanigans. And so we thank God for you guys. Continue prayers over our young people, and also for some of you guys that's going to make that leap of faith, and you're going to DM me, you're going to get dressed, you're going to bring your notebook, you're going to bring your questions, and you're going to learn something new. And that new thing tomorrow topic is how to build business credit. And don't come up in here talking about, well, I don't have a business yet. You get in position to get in position. And I'm going to let that resonate. All right. Get in position to get in position. Same thing with the home buyer workshop. Well, I don't have a job yet. I don't have a credit score yet. Get in position to be in position. I'll see you guys at the top of your thinking. I'll see you lovely 5 people tomorrow for the business workshop. How to build business credit. OPM